blimey, actually, that's longer than we have for a normal appointment. So how do we work that through?
And why does it need facilitating? Why can't people do this themselves?
We found like the big difference is the conversation that happens, especially with the mapping. So actually talking to someone and saying it aloud. You can just write. You can be quiet in your head and write down who you think supports you, but it doesn't seem to have quite the impact as having a conversation about it. They can go back onto it themselves afterwards by themselves. They don't need.
What about is it the health trainers or something that they've got? They're very generic.
They were delivering on the Isle of Wight, actually.
I was going to say they would surely be the ideal people to.
Yeah.
That you sort of associate with a. So I mean, and I guess the challenge is you're obviously targeting a specific group of people.
Yeah.
Because it's a specific research. Program.
Mm.
Presumably, what you're not suggesting is, oh no, that's the only people with type 1 diabetes that I've ever suggested for.
Yeah.
So realistically, if it was something, and it's difficult, isn't it? Because it's resources that are available are something that you kind of say, oh look, I know. I've got my little talking change thing and my little thing in there for somebody, and I can, that's a resource that I can make available. Yeah. But I don't say, would you like to talk to a psychologist? But, to everybody that comes in. And I think that it's the process about, and I suppose that a lot of it is that if it's not broken, what's to fix?
How do you know it's broken?
And that's the question then. And this is a very modern life discussion now, isn't it, we're having, which is, in the good old, bad old days, if you were still going and everything seemed okay, life was okay. And nowadays, so nowadays, is it okay, or is the grass greener in that field there?
Well, the thing...
Which I think is how a lot of... I'm saying I'm really old bastard.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, that's the beauty of Gene, actually, because you're not asking intrusive questions. You're not saying, how are you feeling, are you okay? You're not presuming someone's sad. You're not presuming someone is isolated. You're just saying... Do you want to see what else is around?
So let's say for a moment,
so it could just even be a reading group.
We would say, okay, we think Genie is a tool that anybody with a chronic disease might benefit from.
Yes.
So then it's a different. We say, okay, so we see in any given year 5,000-ish people out of 30,000 people with diabetes in our patch. Maybe not quite. I don't think we see more than 5,000. Oh, inpatients we might actually. Yeah, no, if you count the inpatients, we probably do. Anyway. So we see a percentage of them. So the question is, okay, so of those, let's say it's 5,000 people we're seeing a year here. Which of them do we offer facilitated?
Yeah.
I mean, is it? We put a big poster up and say, if you're interested, let us know, and we'll.
Yeah.
Do it, because. Do you see what I mean? The incorporation process is, as a research project, it's moderately straightforward because we start people off in groups of 3 or 4, and basically we do that half a dozen times a year, so you know exactly when people are going to be, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But actually, in terms of a bigger context, I think because if it is,
see, I don't see us as being overly involved in this.
No. But
poster in the waiting area, and then somebody like the health trainers being facilitated.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, it doesn't have to fit into your roles, because I know that the roles already are full. It's just some clinics have some other resource. So, for example, it could be in education. It could be directing them to health trainers. It could be so one clinic has a trainee dietitian, and she would have time to go through it with patients. So it depends, like every clinic's different, but I wouldn't expect it from the main roles in the clinic necessarily, but it's where else it might fit in some kind of niche way, or not. Maybe it doesn't, and then whether it's peer facilitation through a local peer support group, I don't know, depends.
You see, the challenge and the bit that we're saying, so if we're hands-off about it, we say, look, there's a tool, blah, blah, blah. What we have to do is we want to make sure it doesn't put people in contact with things like this.
What's that?
This is one of these, hello, you can write off and give us your urine and we'll measure every possible metabolite in your urine ever, and then we'll write a report that looks really scientific but means absolutely nothing, and it's only £150.
Yeah, I've heard about those.
But amazing. I mean, so we, and say so that's the downside of the internet, because they follow this rabbit hole.